Hello, guys. Hello, 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 hello. We are about 1 minute late, but we're not like 10 minutes late. We're not 5 minutes late. We're live. Welcome. Let me get the stream chat on and ready to go. We've got some interesting stuff to talk about. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that I'm probably not going to talk about. But may the 4th be with me. Is it the 4th? It's the 4th. How am I today? I'm very good. I had a really good day. I ran 6.5 miles. I volunteered for a couple hours. I went out to a fancy dinner. I got some work done. And it's just been a really nice day. It's been a really, really nice day. I've got myself an iced coffee with my own. So first of all, I made this iced coffee myself. I made my own cold brew. I'm a cold brew king, okay? A cold brew king. So I made that, and then I made myself a homemade lavender foam, okay? Homemade lavender foam on top of my homemade cold brew. I just feel like so, what's the word? Domestic. It's just, I love my life. So that's what I'm drinking right now for the stream. Oh my God. Oh, I cracked myself up. It's so good though. Like I fucking did that. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Hey Kendra, let's talk about it then. We'll talk about everything. Hi Bambi. Hey Mira, the whole crew's here. You ready for that tea to be spilled? Give me a second. Let's do introductions. Let me get warmed up first. I don't think I can hang out tonight, Sally, but I want to say I'm so excited you're continuing the Am I the Asshole and with Death Watch back. Okay, yes. I would definitely be doing Am I the Asshole content on these live streams because I think they're pretty funny. And my moderator, Husky, is always tagging me in these Am I the Asshole pieces of content in my Discord channel. So you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it tonight. I love making cold brew in the summer. I'm a cold brew year-round type of guy because, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm a cold brew person year-round. Because I actually drink my cold brew typically with my protein shakes. So I do 50%, sometimes 25% milk, like almond milk. And then I do 50%, sometimes 75% of the cold brew coffee. This eliminates a lot of excess calories that's in milk. Not that I have a lot of calories in my milk because I usually drink my protein shakes with almond milk, which is already low calorie with like no sweetener. But every calorie matters when you're trying to lose weight. And this is one of those easy ways to save 30 to 70 calories per drink if you're trying to cut weight. It's a way to cut calories without noticing because what you get from using coffee with your protein powder and milk is you get a fucking latte, like a really good tasting latte. So it's not like you're skipping out on calories and you're having a diet drink, that tastes like shit. You're having like an ice cold latte, which is just phenomenal. Like try it. That's a skinny hack, guys. That's a skinny hack that I just gave y'all. Please like the stream for the skinny hacks, okay? That's a skinny pro tip, okay? Use iced coffee, and I use decaf, by the way. I'm a decaf coffee drinker. I don't drink caffeinated coffee. But you drink 50% coffee, cold brew, 50% milk. You're cutting back on the calories with the milk, and you're getting a really delicious latte type drink that's relatively healthier than what you would get at Starbucks. Does that make sense? So, like the stream, there's 9 of you guys here. I should see 9 likes. I only see 3. Do I have to get the calculator out again? Do I have to get the calculator out again? There's only 3 likes on the stream, but there's 12 people here. That means 9 of you bitches haven't liked the stream yet. That's what the math is telling me. I didn't make that up. That's what the math is telling me. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to call anybody out or guilt trip anybody. I'm just showing the math, okay? You want good news or bad news first? Give me the good news, TKW70. Yes, so funny, and I love your take. I think it's interesting to give your thoughts and then see if the top comments differ or not too. Well, that's so funny, Mira, because you know me. I get to reading these Am I the Asshole stories, and I get really involved, and I've already got comments, and I can't check the chat. So when I'm reading these stories, guys, give me time. Don't like flood the chat. I mean, you can flood the chat if you want, whatever. But it's going to take me time to get back up to the top to really respond to what you guys are saying. Because I'm like, some of these stories on Reddit with Am I the Asshole? Fucking outrageous, to be honest. Like, really, really outrageous. I need lip balm. Oh my God, these crusty crust I got. Oh my God. These crusty ass fucking hot dog lips. I'm using the CMP laboratory propolis. How do you say this word? Propolis? Propolis? Propolis. Lipserin, which I think is a play on glycerin, but lipserin. I like the mechanism because you turn that, you swipe it off. There's like no mess. I love it. Hey, Borbin. Welcome to the stream, Borbin. By the way, guys, don't buy this. Just because I use products on stream or in my videos. Well, if I'm using it in my video, then typically I'm recommending it. But I would not recommend this because this is, well, like I'm about to say, I'm sorry, my mind is going in like a million different directions right now. Sorry. I promise you there's no caffeine in the coffee. I promise, I only drink decaf. But just because you see me applying a product does not mean that I recommend it. Sometimes I'm just trying to get rid of products and use them up instead of wasting them, throw them in the garbage. Now, I probably would throw this in the garbage, except I actually love applying it to my lips, but it's not very hydrating. There's like literally no emolliency in this lip balm. It's not, listen, I wouldn't even call this a fucking lip balm because it's not moisturizing. It's just hydrating. I feel like this is like a serum for the lips. And I'm sorry, but if you don't apply an occlusive or anything that's emollient, your lips are just gonna get dehydrated from transepidermal water loss. And I'm sorry, I'm not the type of bitch that's applying a lip scrub and then a lip serum and then a lip balm. I'm not that type of girl, okay? I'm just not. My lips do not have a skincare routine. Like, I'm not giving my lips a 3-step skincare routine. I'm sorry. This is a lip serum. This is not sufficient. I'm a one and done type of guy. One and done, okay? I need one lip product to fucking work. This does not work. Okay, sorry, rant over. I'm sorry, I had to get that out of the way. I'm sorry. I had to get that out of the way. I love using it because it is really cute. It's really cute to turn it and like it comes out and I'm a simple animal. I find it to be really cute and adorable. But in terms of it's actually doing what you want it to do, it hydrates the lips for a little while. It hydrates the lips for a little while. And then the shit is dry after a couple hours. So don't waste your money. Daisy Moon says, I'm going to try this. Oh, the skinny hack with the coffee and the protein shake. Yes, you've got to try it. And caveat, make sure that you actually have a good tasting protein powder because that's really what does it. If you have a really good protein powder that you already enjoy using with milk by itself, then it's going to be really great. Even better with the coffee added. That's what's really going to give it that latte taste. I had this vegan protein called Bean. It was like the sugar, like the brown sugar oatmeal flavor of protein powder. And that was fucking terrific. And my protein powder with almond milk, that shit was the best tasting. Let me get it. Let me just get it. I'll be right back. Because it's right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's right here. Let me show you. This shit is the best protein. Okay. It's the best tasting protein powder I have ever tried in my entire life. I need Beam to give me an affiliate code because I have sold so many bitches on this protein powder and I haven't gotten a single dime for it. And I feel like I've marketed for them so much because it's just really good. I mean, I'm an honest person, unfortunately. So like I'm going to continue to market it to people, even though I haven't made any money off of it. But this really is the best tasting protein powder I have ever tried in my entire life. If you don't mind sucralose, I know some of the girls are a little bit anti-sucralose. Some of the girls are not anti-sucralose. But if you're not anti-sucralose, then this is a really great tasting protein powder. It's called Bean. And this is the brown sugar oatmeal version. And just that alone with milk, fucking phenomenal. It tastes like a bowl of oatmeal. But when you add it with milk and coffee, it transforms your protein shake into more of like those brown sugar oatmeal lattes at Starbucks? That's what it gives. And it's so fucking good. So don't say that Cho doesn't do shit for y'all. I do so much for y'all, okay? I'm giving you skinny tips. I'm also giving you protein powder tips. And I'm not getting paid shit. Like the stream. Okay? Like the stream if any of that was valuable for you. Bambi, did you change your name? What's going on? Okay, great idea. For the cold brew with protein, I need all the skinny hacks I can get. Absolutely, Kendra, and it works. It's all about your calorie intake, okay? It's all about thermodynamics. Try to burn more calories than you consume, and over time, you will lose weight, okay? So cut back on... We have another moon in the chat, Bambi. That's why. We have a Daisy Moon. Who's Daisy Moon? Daisy Moon said, I'm going to try this. Who's Daisy Moon? Anyway. Hey, Kit the Traveler. Welcome to the stream. We've got two moons. What is going on? This is like fucking with me a little bit. We've got Daisy Moon and we've got Bambi Moon. Not the Moon Sisters. Is this Sailor Moon? Not the Black Moon Sisters coming into my chat tonight. What's going on? Truvani? What's Truvani? Truvani. What's a protein powder? I'll look into it, darling. And you know why I'm gonna look into it? Because I am due for another vegan protein powder. I just ran out of my this has been empty for like months, but I just ran out of my Bean chocolate fudge vegan protein powder, and I'm always interested in trying different protein powders to see what are my favorites. So I'll put that in the contender for vegan protein. And it looks to be cheaper than the one I was going to buy, which is going to be by a company called Transparent Labs. That protein powder cost $60, but it looks like this one's only $40. And a bitch is on a budget, okay? A bitch is on a diet and a bitch is on a budget, okay? So I might go with that one because it's cheaper than the one I was gonna get. So TKW says, so remember the girl I was talking to? Well, we're dating now. And also, I get to see my favorite coach after 6 months. Congratulations on your girlfriend, TKW70. Andrew Gottwalt says, remember me? I remember the name Andrew. You haven't been in a while. Welcome back to the stream. I have some drama from school, but give me the drama. Let's get out the comments. Ask me all the questions you want, and then once you guys calm down, I will pull up a "Am I the Asshole" situation. Okay? Because I'm sure my bestie Husky has been posting in the drama channel or the relationship channel talking about some "Am I the Asshole." Let me find some stuff for you guys. Oh, it's in the Love Collective. Oh. Oh, we're going to, yeah, we'll talk about that one. Oh, we got two. We've got two to talk about because both of these are really good. Wait, what? Oh, that's fucked up. Wait, that one was removed. Wait a second. Yeah, we've got some stories. We've got some stories. We've got some stories tonight. Yeah, we got some stories. Yeah. Um Sorry, but these are kind of these are dramatic. Oh my god, my girlfriend broke up with me, but we still live together. My wife doesn't appreciate my bees. I'm considering divorce. What should I do? What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm live. Oh my, see, you see, you see, you see, this is the shit I'm talking about. See, I will get too involved in this stuff and forget that y'all are here. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay. What happened? Okay, yeah. Chivani has a sample pack of their flavors. I've left all the ones I've tried and noticed they have new ones, so I need to order a sample pack myself. That's great. I might consider a sample pack. Kendra, what is the texture giving for Chivani's protein powder? What is the texture giving? Because if it's grainy, it's going to be a chop for me. I need it to have good blendability because I use a shaker. I don't put my shit in an actual blender. I put it in a shaker bottle and I go to town. Okay? Okay. Sorry. Sorry, Queenie. But nah, she my little boo thing. She understands me so much. We got so much in common. I'm trying to kiss Monday. TKW, now come on. Do y'all really go that fast? Calm down with the whole kissing thing. Don't even tell me about that. Okay, so there was this minor misunderstanding in the library, not last Friday, but the one before. And me and this girl got upset over a comfy chair. She marked it with a pencil before she even checked out. Oh. A book, which isn't allowed. So I moved the pencil and sat down. Just minor, and it wasn't a big deal. So this other girl was getting all up in our business and started telling lies to both of us about what we were saying about each other. None of it was even close to the truth. Oh my God. She sounds like she was jealous as fuck, that she wasn't involved. Why is she all up in your business and your relationship? This sounds really weird, Bambi. She sounds bored. She sounds bored to me. She sounds bored. That is dramatic. Okay, so Andrew says, here's mine, okay? So my best friend is mad at me because I was a part of a breakup. Okay, my best friend was in a relationship and they broke up. My best friend thinks that it was my fault. What? Now, wait a minute. Give me context here, Andrew. I need a little bit more context. We need context clues. Why does your best friend think it was your fault? Did you fuck your best friend? And then they broke up after finding out that you fucked your best friend? This is a safe space. You can be honest. Did you fuck him? Because if you did, then yeah, you did break him up. I mean, if you did, then you had a big hand in breaking them up. Or a big penis in breaking them. I don't know what's going on here. No, you didn't do that. Okay, so what did you do? What did you do? Why does your friend think that you broke them up? He's not saying this from nothing. I mean, give me context, Andrew. What? Give me context. They're not saying that for no reason. I'm not saying that the reason's legitimate, but I'm just saying that there is a reason. Did you not like your best friend's partner? Did you make that like really explicitly clear that you didn't like them? Like, what's going on, Andrew? We need context. Because without context, my mind jumps to conclusions and speculations and theories and gossip and allegations. That's the way my mind does. You got to give us the context. Why does your best friend think that you broke him up? That's how my brain works. I'm sorry. You got to give us more. The girl from the library invited me to sit with her at lunch, and we talked it out. In a school full of idiots, it felt good to resolve a conflict like a mature adult. I'm proud of you, Bambi. I'm so proud that you didn't have to beat a bitch ass in the middle of lunch, because sometimes that happens. Take that energy and keep it moving forward. And I'm so proud that you're able to resolve conflict in a very mature way without yanking a girl's weave out or any of that bullshit violence. That we do not stand violence in this house, okay? That's really awesome. Being able to communicate and say, hey, this is how I feel. Oh, that's how you feel? I didn't know that, didn't understand that. This is why I did what I did. That's awesome, Bambi. Good for you. So Andrew continues. He says, so I was in the courtyard at my school and she was sitting next to him, right? They were in front and I was in the back hanging out with my other friends. And she would get up and see me and talk to me. And she's been seeing me more and more. I wasn't asking for any of this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And she's been seeing me more and more. I wasn't asking for any of this to happen. I'm not the type of person to steal girls from my friends. Now, Andrew, I have follow-up questions. Andrew. Andrew got walked. I've got follow-up questions. Okay? What do you... Sorry, my laugh is so obnoxious. It is obnoxious. Sorry, TKW. What do you mean she would get up and see you and talk to you? You mean to tell me that she would leave her boyfriend to go to the back of the bus to talk to you? No, you're in the courtyard. So how would your best friend react when she did those things? And also, have you and this girl communicated privately at all? Like Instagram DMs? Well, no, you guys don't use Instagram. Y'all are on that Snapchat shit. You youngins use Snapchat. Do you have her Snapchat? Have you messaged her back on Snapchat? Answer honestly. We'll wait. Because Andrew Gottwald, I'm invested in your story tonight. I want to get to the bottom of why your best friend and his girlfriend broke up, and if you were actually and hang out with you and the other friends. So she would leave her boyfriend alone. That's crazy. I will now answer the next question. Did you and her ever exchange private DMs or messages? With either you reaching out or her reaching out and you responding? And I have so many questions, Andrew. Best friend is accusing you of stealing his girlfriend. Is that what he's doing? Because it sounds to me like you haven't started dating her, have you? And are you okay? Did he ever talk to you about how it made him uncomfortable that she would get up and do these things and then hang out with you? And if you were with a group of friends, why is he singling you out? Does she only talk to you when she got up and left him, or did she get up and leave him and talk to the entire group? I'm gonna get to the we got to get to the bottom of this. We got to get to the bottom of this before we get into the am I the asshole, the Reddit stuff. We've got at least one. This is an interesting one. We've got at least one really interesting. I hate when they delete the shit. I hate when they delete. That's so dumb. Yeah, basically she did what? But the thing is, her best friend broke them up. Okay, no one broke them up. They broke up because they don't like each other, or because she doesn't like him. Unless someone slept with another person, no one broke them up. She doesn't like him. She doesn't like your best friend, and that's why they broke up. Let's start there. Let's start there. Okay? And then we're going to move on. She likes you. Okay, that has nothing to do with you, though. That's nothing to do with you. Her breaking up with him in order to shoot her shot with you has nothing to do with you. Now, if I were you, I would end all communications with her. Period. And say, listen, I value my best friend more than I value a potential friendship with you. That's what I would do if I were you. If you value your best friend. Now, if you don't value your best friend, do. Oh, well, here. Wait a minute. Now, wait. Andrew Gottwald, you have lost your fucking mind. You broke them up. You. I mean, what? Andrew got walked. You. How dare you lead us down this rabbit hole only to say that you're getting ready to date your best friend's ex-girlfriend. Girl, you have lost your mind. Okay, this is totally okay. So if you like her, I mean, you. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, Andrew. Andrew got walled. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. When I said this is a safe space, I lied. This stream is about honesty, having a good laugh, and speaking my opinions. And so I'm gonna just give it to you straight, no chaser. You broke them up. You have liked this girl. You didn't do the thing that a friend should do and tell her, eh, don't talk to me. You're my best friend's girlfriend. Eh, go back hang out with my best friend. Eh, we can't be friends because a bro code says no. No. No, 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 no. That's not how you do things. Um, but see, you're saying that's what you did, Andrew. But let me tell you something. If you would have done it in the correct way, this girl would not feel like she had an opportunity with you moving forward. She would have picked some other cute, handsome boy to try to latch onto. I think had you been more forceful and said, hey, I want nothing to do with you. If you continue to, cross my boundaries, I'm gonna have to block you on social media. Like you're making me uncomfortable. Like we cannot hang out. Like you have to be a little bit more assertive. And I get the sense that you're a nice guy. I get the sense that you're a very nice guy. You're a nice guy. I'm gonna just assume you're a nice guy. And you probably don't handle conflict very well. You're probably conflict adverse, maybe somewhat of a people pleaser. Okay? It's all fine and dandy. But I think that in this situation, if you valued the friendship of your best friend, you should have been very vociferous. Vociferous being aggressive, adamant, strong willed, loud, perhaps, or strong convictions. You should have been vociferous in your denial of her advances. Not only, no, but no. Like, that's a difference. It's like a slight no versus a, no. That's what you should have given her. You didn't do that, Andrew Gottwald. You didn't do that. And I know you didn't do that because, she's still all over your dick. Like and you like her. like, and you like her. So like, I know you didn't do that because you like this girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not speaking Chinese, am I? It's hard to text it. I did say to her, hang out with him. I did. Not as much as my friend, my best friend. Listen, what did you block her, Andrew? Did you block her on all socials? Did you block her on all socials? You did. So why do you like her? What? How do you like someone that you have blocked on social media? But why are you hanging out with her? See, this is the problem. You should not be hanging out with her if you are loyal to your best friend. Do you get what I mean? Like, now I'm assuming that she's coming to you. Well, if she comes to you, you go elsewhere. And I know, okay, I'm being hard on you, but I'm being hard on you, Andrew, because this is a life lesson, okay? I want you to understand and to really accept the reality that you have choices in life. Nobody can make you, well, you're probably not 18 yet. I assume this is a high school situation that we got going on. For the most part, no one can control you or make you do anything that you don't want to do. Okay? This applies to for all adults and most people. I understand how it can be tough that when you're in a lunchroom setting, you sit down at lunch and the girl walks up to you and sits down. Now, me, the way that my brain chemistry is wired, I would have politely got my lunch. I would have said, let me pack up my lunch. And I would have, that's what I would have done. Okay? Because you telling me that she's coming to you doesn't mean anything. Okay? She's coming to you, but you could have walked away from her. Do you know what I mean? And that's awkward. And that's very awkward. And that's very it's kind of like rude to do that to someone. But when you have strong and this is just a life lesson for you to learn right now while you're at it, okay? Sherwood's giving you some life lessons, okay? Boundaries. This is all about boundaries. When you continue to let someone cross your boundaries, that makes you a pushover. That makes you at fault. So the first time that she came and hung out with you and sat down with you, you should have said, well, listen, Mary Jane, because she sounds like a Mary Jane to me. You should have said, listen, Mary Jane, Connor is my best friend, because your best friend sounds like a Connor, okay? Connor. Connor is my best friend. We've been best friends since like the second grade. Our moms know each other and go to Starbucks together, okay? It makes him uncomfortable to see me hanging out with you or to know that we're hanging out. And because I like him so much, we can't be friends. Now, that may have hurt her feelings, but that's her problem and not your problem, okay? Because you are maintaining a boundary and maintaining a friendship that you value very highly. Now, the second time the bitch came to your table after that conversation is when you should have been nice nasty, okay? Well, Mary Jane, I told you before, and I thought we had an understanding that we couldn't hang out because it makes me uncomfortable knowing that my best friend's uncomfortable with us hanging out. So I'm gonna just get up and leave now. And I'd appreciate you leaving me alone. That's the way that should have gone. Now, the third time the bitch approached you is the time that you should have gone to your principal and said that you're being harassed by Mary Jane. Okay? Because now Mary Jane's lost her motherfucking mind. That's called harassment. So that's the way I would have handled this situation. Because what that does, it maintains your boundaries. It puts a high value on something you claim you value, your best friend. You know? But somehow you've fallen in love with this girl. You like this girl. And because you like this girl, you haven't had any boundaries. You haven't had any boundaries. So, I don't know. That's my take. Kendra says, I think I can understand a bit what happens, Andrew. It's hard when you have feelings for someone, but you can't pursue them for the sake of a friendship. Trust someone who's likely old enough to be your mother. It's not worth it. I'm not mean. I'm not going to say just no, go away. Well, that's your problem, Andrew. This is why you're in the situation that you're in now. Because you're not mean. Spoiler alert. That word mean and the word no gets a bad rap. Because a lot of times when people call you mean or say that you're coming from a place of no, it just means they want to trample all over your boundaries. That's what that means. It's not mean to say It's not mean to say, no, go away. We can't be friends. You know why it's not mean to say that? Because you don't owe her anything. You don't owe Mary Jane anything. I thought you valued your best friend's friendship. But actions speak louder than words. Okay? And your actions have shown that you want to be a people pleaser. You want to please everybody. You want to keep your best friend, and you want to be nice to Mary Jane. But spoiler alert, as someone who's probably at least twice your age, spoiler alert, this is a major spoiler alert. You can't please everybody in life, so don't ever try to. Okay? Now that's tea. That was tea that I just spilled. You cannot please everyone. You never will be able to please everyone. So don't ever try. Don't ever try. Because what that does, I shouldn't even have to tell you this, Andrew. What that does, it puts you into fucked up situations that you're in right now. Asking a stranger online, what do I do with my best friend, thinking that I broke up his relationship? This is what happens. This is what happens. The proof is in the pudding that you're eating right now. The proof is in the pudding that you're eating right now, Andrew Gottwald. No, but I understand you're nice to everyone, Andrew. But telling her no, go away is not mean. That's where you're actually wrong. Telling someone no, it's not wrong. This is about to get real PG 18 or PG 13 or something like this. But if she pulled your pants down and started to sexually assault you in the middle of school, and you told her no, go away, would that be mean? Yes. That would be mean according to you, right? No. It's called having boundaries. Telling someone no is not a curse word. Telling someone no is not mean. It's asserting boundaries, which is something you are going to probably have difficulty with in life. And I'll tell you this. My partner, he makes fun of me all the time. He says, Cho, you come from a place of no. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I used to come from a place of yes. I used to be like you, Andrew, where I was a people pleaser and I wanted to make everybody happy. I wanted to be nice and make my grandparents happy. I wanted to make my friends happy. I wanted to make my boyfriends happy at the time. I wanted to make teachers, I wanted to make everybody happy. Even people I did not know well, I wanted to make happy. So I changed myself. I contorted my body. I did things I didn't really want to do. I disappointed people constantly. Then I felt bad for disappointing them because that was never my intention to disappoint people. Being a people pleaser is a fucking toxic trait. And you know what that leads to? It leads to unhappiness. Ever since I got over that phase of my life where I was nice to everyone, I've been the happiest motherfucker ever. You know why? Because I put myself first. I put my health first. I put my physical health first. I put my mental health first. I put my spiritual health first. And I put my financial health. I used to give people money. I used to loan people money when I didn't have money. Okay? Fucking ridiculous. But you know what really happened after I went through that phase where I started putting myself first? Guess what happened? I was actually able to give more to other people and to really positively affect the lives of those around me that I love dearly the most. I was able to give so much more to people because I had already poured into myself. It's like when you have a cup, okay, walk with me here, guys. It's like when you have a cup of something, okay? Imagine that you are the cup. You are the cup, and there's cups all over the place. There's cups under you. There's your mom, there's your dad, there's your brother, your girlfriend, your teacher. There's all cups underneath, stacked underneath. And you are at the top, okay? You Andrew Gottwalt is at the top. What would happen if you poured water into this cup infinitely, like all the time, nonstop water? What happens is the water overflows and drips into the other cups. It drips into your mom. It drips into your girlfriend. It drips into your coworkers. It drips into your best friend. Do you get what I'm trying to say here? When you pour into yourself enough, you're able to then pour into other people, okay? You cannot pour into other people if you have a fucking empty cup, okay? Okay, I'm done ranting. Let's move on. Andrew Gottwald got me started tonight on a little rant, okay? Let me drink my little coffee and shut up. Am I making sense though? Am I speaking Chinese? Tell me if I'm speaking Chinese. Ni fucking how? Tell me if I'm speaking Chinese. You see what I mean? All that talking, I feel like my lips, I feel like I need to reapply the fucking lip serum to my lips. My fucking God. Okay, let's move on. Andrew Gottwalt. I'm not picking on you. I'm happy you're here, but I'm an honest person, and that's just my honest advice, okay? You told him that you didn't do anything, and I think, well, I hope he understands. I hope he understands. I hope that you can be best friends with him again, and everything works out. But I'm just saying, you didn't handle that situation well, from my opinion, from my vantage point. You didn't handle that well, in my opinion. But that's okay. We all have opinions. We all have assholes. We all have them. So, what else you got? What else you got? One more thing, quick. It is so fucking good. Oh, that is so good. Who keeps taking your stuff? Not your best friend's ex-girlfriend keeps taking your stuff. What do you mean? Andrew, okay. Andrew. You're a pushover. You're a pushover. You're being a pushover, Andrew. It's not cute. I'm sorry, that's very unattractive. That's I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andrew Gottwalt. That's not Don't be a simp. Don't be a simp. What? What are you doing? So you're dating your ex, you're dating your best friend's ex-girlfriend. That's really shitty. See, this is what makes you a shitty friend. This is what makes you a shitty friend. The more you talk, Andrew, the more I have to read you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But the more you tell me, okay, but that's not what it looks like. It looks like you're dating her because if she's wearing your fucking sweater, okay. If your best friend sees that she is wearing your sweater, he's going to think that you're dating her. If I was a student at your school and I saw her wearing your sweater, I would think that you're dating her. In her head, she thinks you're dating her. So everyone's on the same page, except for you, Andrew. You're the only bitch not on the same. You're the only person on the same page. Everyone thinks the same thing but you. That's a problem. That's a problem. You're you're being a pushover. You need to man up. You need to say no to things that you're uncomfortable with, and you need to change your perspective on what it means to be nice versus mean versus having boundaries for the way that you want to be treated by other people. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be accused of being a shitty friend and a shitty person many more times in your lifetime. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You've got to start demanding the way that you want to be treated. No one treats you a way that you don't want to be treated twice. No one does. If someone continuously does something that you don't want them to do, it is because you have allowed them to do it. Now, the first time's on them. You know, see ya, Bambi. The first time is on them. The second time is on you. Okay? Well, it might be on you. It might be on them, 50-50. Okay, you're giving them a second chance, whatever. The third time, it's definitely on you. Get it together, Andrew. Get your shit together. It's embarrassing. Okay, so we're going to read a story from Reddit called Am I Overreacting? Okay. Now, this was sent to me by Husky. The title is My Daughter is Having an Affair with a Married Neighbor. I told her she needs to move out of my house. Okay. So, buckle up for this. Last week, I caught my 21-year-old daughter leaving our neighbor's house early in the morning. I was getting to drink around 3 in the morning and watched her leave their house, and she snuck across the yard and went through our basement door. Now, first of all, you've got your 21-year-old daughter, adult daughter, living in your home. Interesting. Okay? Our neighbor is married and probably around 30. I assume his wife was gone for the night as her car wasn't there. The next morning, I went down to my daughter's room and confronted her. At first, she denied it, but she eventually said that she's been sleeping with him for a couple months. Oh, God. I lost it at that point and yelled at her, telling her he is married and she's helping to ruin a marriage. This sounds like Andrew's story that he just got done telling us. Breaking up a marriage, breaking up a relationship. Anyway, I told her that she needs to tell the wife or she needs to move out. She is clearly upset and thinks I'm overreacting. My wife is also thinking that I'm going too far. I get that the neighbor is the main issue, but I'm really disappointed in my daughter. She knows his wife and has even babysat for them. Oh my God, she knows the kids. Oh my God. Oh, how fucking stereotypical is this? He's fucking the babysitter. This is crazy. Is telling her to confess or move out too far? Now, before I read the edits, let's discuss. First of all, his daughter's a hoe. I feel like I'm usually always kind of like, you know, don't blame the whore in the situation. Don't blame that person. Blame the person that's married. And usually the reason I say that is because a lot of times the person who got involved might not know that they were married to begin with, okay? So they may not know that they were married, okay? And they may get into a situation where they're going out on dates and like, oh, I'm falling in love. And then once they fall in love, then they realize they're dating a married man, okay? Whatever. Now they've got this conundrum. Do I tell the wife, but I love him? He's gonna leave her for me, da 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 da. That happens, okay? Whatever. In that case, 100% the man's fault, okay? Or the married person's fault, 100%. This case is very different because the fact that this 21-year-old has been babysitting their children and fucking the mother's husband, that's low. That is gutter trash. And if I was the father, I would not want her in my home either. If you're going to be an adult and be making decisions like this, I'm not co-signing that bullshit. Okay? I believe that when you own a home, you make the rules for that home. And there's no ifs, ands, ors about it. I don't think this 21-year-old is paying the mortgage. Okay? That $2,000 a month mortgage payment, she's not making that mortgage payment. In fact, she probably went off to college, got a degree in left-handed African studies, LGBT puppetry, and now she doesn't have a job and she's moved back home to stay with her parents. Nothing's wrong with that, by the way, but I'm just saying she's leaning on her parents for extra support, and they've been lovely and helpful in giving her that support with no strings attached, by the way. I'm sure they're not charging her any rent, anything like that, whatever. But I think being a decent human being, while under my household, should be a given. That's a given rule. Like, you can't be living in my household and beating homeless people on the streets for fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be in my home and committing theft at grocery stores. You can't be in my home selling drugs to random kids on the playground. You can't, like, you have to be a decent human being if you're gonna live under my household that I'm paying the mortgage for. Do you know what I mean? So, I get it. This does not affect the household per se. Like, this doesn't affect the dad at all. Like, whether the wife and the husband, well, you know what? I take that back. Because I'm also a big fan of true crime. I watch people get murdered almost every other night. Bitches getting chopped up, diced up like pico de gallo all the time. And you know what is the impetus for a lot of that shit? Adultery. These bad marriages happen, and the husband finds out that the wife has been sleeping around. He goes on a rampage, kills the children, kills the wife, kills himself. Listen, I don't make this shit up. This stuff happens all the time. And so yeah, no. This has greater implications. Getting involved in someone's marriage is actually dangerous. It's actually dangerous. When I think about it now, knowing all the information I have about what happens with marriages and how it can lead to domestic violence, it can lead to murder. You know, having my daughter who's living under my roof insert herself in something like that, no. Chop. If you want to make decisions like that, you're going to have to come up with rent payments, utility payments, the whole 9 yards, because that's some really adult activity that you should be doing under your own roof. Sneaking into my yard in the middle of the night and coming through the back door and the basement door. Come on now. So Would I have threatened to kick her out? I probably would have. Here's what I would have done. Okay, here's what I would have done. I would have threatened to kick her out. I would have threatened to kick her out. And if she chose to not do it, I wouldn't have kicked her out then. I would have told the wife myself. I would have invited the wife over. I would have invited, I would have invited the wife and the husband over. I would have invited the husband and, well, no, because then the husband would have, he would have got tipped off. He would have got tipped off. I would have just told the wife and said, listen, your husband is fucking my daughter. I'm sorry. Thought you should know. And then see where the cards fall. And see where the cards fall. And depending on how my daughter reacted to that, then I'd kick her out. You know, depending on her reaction. If she gave me the whole, Dad, you're ruining my life, then yeah, you gotta go, babe. You gotta go. Because if I'm ruining your life, let me manifest that. If you want to manifest me ruining your life, let me kick you out while you have no money. Now you can say I'm ruining your life. I'm just so sick of young people not having consequences. Like, the whole lack of consequences is why we have so many young sociopaths frolicking around the United States of America. There's no sense of shame. There's no sense of consequences or fear of consequences because there are no consequences. So that's what I would do in that scenario. I would tell my daughter, you need to tell the wife, you need to invite the wife over with all of us here, and you need to tell her the truth in front of us. Or you're being kicked out. You got 30 days. And then after the 30 days was up and she didn't invite the wife over, I would then tell her, okay, I'm not kicking you out, but I'm telling the wife myself. Sorry. After I told the wife. I would tell the wife first, then tell her I told her. And then depending on how she reacts to that, then I kick her out. Who knows? This is ridiculous. Okay, let's read the edits and see what they said in the edits. So he says, wow, thank you all for responding. I'm sorry I couldn't respond to more of you. Some context I failed to put in here. My wife is very upset. She isn't siding with the affair. In fact, she was cheated on by an ex. She understands this better than I do. I think that is a big part of why I'm so angry. My wife is also a better person than I am. She's the only reason I am the man I am today. I have too much respect to let people, even anonymously, insinuate that she is a problem here. I should have done a better job in explaining her side. Any comments saying anything bad about my wife will be met with a big fuck you. Well, now I'm interested in the comments. What are the girls saying about his wife? I think the wife probably agreed with him about how terrible of a thing her daughter was doing, but did not agree with the whole kicking her out part of things. At the age of 21, I assume that she's probably in a very, her life is in a state of flux, where she doesn't know what she's doing. She's trying to, get her footing in life. And this is a very precarious time to just give her the boot. So of course the mom's gonna be like, no, we're not kicking our daughter out of the house. You fucking lost your mind. Like, I get that. I get that from the mom. I get that from my mom. But the dad's like, no, you're gonna receive consequences. And I'm more of a dad. Maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't assume that she's siding with the affair just from reading what I read. But the comments probably said differently. He says, writing this all out and reading comments has been incredibly helpful. I haven't changed my mind, but it's made me think about the situation more, especially looking at the future and my relationship with my daughter. What? I just shot a text to my daughter and apologized for my anger and asked her to get a drink with me tonight and talk. I told her I'm sorry I didn't ask how she is feeling. What? Seems kind of strange. So now he's backpedaling and pussy popping and concerned about how do you feel, daughter? How do you feel potentially breaking up a marriage? What? What is he talking about? How does she feel? She feels like shit because you have shamed her, correctly so, for indulging in adultery. I mean, you don't have to ask her how she feels. I can tell you how she feels ashamed. She feels like a whore. She feels um she feels like a cheat and a liar and a scumbag. And she's all of the above. I don't understand why he's backpedaling and pussy popping. I mean, it's good that he apologized for his anger because he didn't need to yell at her. That's unnecessary. You can call someone a whore without yelling at them, right? I mean, you can say you're a whore. What you did was like very whore-like, very prostitute-like. You can say those things in a very calm voice without screaming at the top of your lungs. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to raise your voice. So apologizing for the way he communicated was probably a good thing. Edit number 2. I'm just going to put thoughts here instead of commenting. So many comments. Well, yes, I may be seeming to backtrack a bit. You think? I may be seeming to backtrack a bit with reaching out to my daughter. I don't see how that is bad. She's my daughter and I love her so much. You should be reaching. Yeah, I agree. For those who think she would stop talking to us if we kicked her out, I raised her to be an independent and accept consequences for her actions, so kick her out. It's hard to explain our relationship, but I know she wouldn't stop talking to us if we did force her to move. She also would figure it out as she is a smart woman. I would love out of our house, not our life. I will move her out of our house, not our life. I'm with her dad. So why are you backtracking on the consequences part? If she's so capable, if she's so amazing, she's so this, she's so that, kick her out, and then she can continue. And then she can continue her relationship with the married guy. I mean, that's fine. I mean, she just can't do it in your household. I wouldn't see the way this is how I would do it. I would kick her out, and then I'd never speak to her about it again. I would still invite her over for Sunday dinner, every Sunday dinner at our house. You're welcome to visit whenever you want. But in terms of laying your head here outside of like holidays, no, girl, go figure that shit out while you break up a married home. And I wouldn't bring it up again. I wouldn't say, oh, how's the relationship with the cheater? I'd just kick her out. I'd probably even help her to move. Like I'd do all those things that a father should do. I'd probably pay for the moving trucks. I'd help her, fix the bed. I'd do all that shit as a father. But no, the consequence is if you're going to engage in adult behavior, such as adultery under my household that I do not approve of, then you're going to do that under your own roof. That's it. And it's a firm way of teaching your kids that I don't approve of this behavior. And when you are independent, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do in life. But when you are dependent, you can't. Okay? Now, as long as you're dependent on me, you're going to have a modicum of respect for the rules of my household. Okay? Now, I'm not speaking Chinese here. I know I ask that question all the time, but I feel like sometimes I'm speaking Chinese. Like, y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here, right? Come on. Also, I'm not worried about violence from the neighbor's wife. I brought that up. I brought that up too. Unfortunately, she's a very sweet woman, which makes everything worse. But I wouldn't put my daughter in danger. I confirmed my daughter hasn't told the husband we know. I'll be watching his behavior as I'm not sure how he will react. Last thing is I find funny. I was drinking water, not alcohol, when I saw her. I woke up and went to the kitchen and saw her from the window. Oh my God, there's more. There's more. Um, okay, so I went out to drinks with my daughter. It was awkward at first. We just talked about work and her schooling for a while. It felt nice to just talk about normal things for a bit. At some point, she just asked me if I was proud of her. I almost broke down while she asked that. I said yes. I said, yes, I am proud of her. Though I'm not proud of the mistake that you made, I talked a bit about why what she did made me so upset, but nothing she could ever do would make me love her less. That's good. That's a good response, Dad. I'm proud of you. I'm not proud of the mistake that you made. And I think that young people conflate. Young people want their parents to be proud. I get that. That's all children want from their parents. And parents, I think, are typically very proud of their kids, no matter what. Even if their kid's a dumpster fucking fire, they're proud. Typically, the average parent, okay, and the average kid. That's the situation. But parents are not proud of mistakes. And mistakes are not indicative of a person's whole being or character. She made a mistake. Now, what will be indicative of her character is if she makes a pattern of this single mistake. If she continues the relationship knowing that she has had an intimate relationship with this woman's children, then that will become indicative of her character as a whole, you know? But mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. I've made some atrocious mistakes in my lifetime, right? But those mistakes are not indicative of who I am at my core, right? So I'm glad that he responded to her like that. That's powerful. And I think every daughter, every son wants to know that their parent is proud of them, no matter what mistakes they've made, right? He continues. She told me more about how she got involved with a neighbor. I won't share too much. Well, you should. It's nothing terrible like many of you are assuming. They knew each other as they had her babysit their baby over the last year. Fuck. One night, she was out with friends and ran into the husband at the bar. That's when things progressed and the affair started. During the same time, she was going through a breakup that was rough. I knew she was going through that, but didn't realize how bad it was. Oh, fuck. For fuck's sake. Now, we take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Now he wants to paint his daughter as a victim. She was going through a rough time. She was going through a bad breakup. And just, life was so hard for her. Oh, fuck off. Life was so tough with her for her breakup, so she decided to succumb to a predator who literally was preying on their babysitter. This is grotesque. I told her that she is an adult and responsible for her own actions, that I don't want her in my house doing things like this. Good. Okay, he's back 3 steps ahead again. We talked about telling the wife. My daughter is scared to tell her. She isn't sure how the husband will react once the affair is out. I'm going to go with her tomorrow while the husband is at work and tell her together. Good. My daughter also wants to move out. Good. This is all ending on a very happy note. She said it's something that she had been thinking about before, and now she said it would be okay. She said it's something she had been thinking about before, and now she said it would be awkward with this being in the open. I assume her living there after telling the wife, and now the husband knows, like, the cat's out of the bag now. I can't come out to get the mail and see him mowing the lawn and then see the wife in the window crying her eyes. Like, I can't do that on a daily basis. You know what I mean? I understand. She started to cry about how she didn't realize the damage she was doing. Knowing that she is the other woman and helped to break or at least hurt this marriage, I talked to her about her mom and her past and what was done to her. That's about it. We cried together, had tough discussions. Tomorrow we will let the wife know and I'll help my daughter move to my sister's place for a while. I told her things will probably get worse before they get better. I want to see an update. That's it. It ends there. Bravo to the dad. Bravo to the dad. Bravo to the... I think the dad made some mistakes. Like, we all make mistakes, okay? But I think the dad... 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 decision. 8 out of 10. I think he handled it the way that he's supposed to handle it. But I need an update on how... Let me comment. We need an update on how the chat with the wife went. That's what we really need. That's what the girls really want to know. That's what the girls really want to know, right? Tuh. That's what the girls really want to know. That was messy. She was going through a breakup, so she wants to hurt another family. Yes, making his daughter take responsibility for her actions and loving her through it all. Boom. That was it. He loved her unconditionally through the entire process. And his relationship with his daughter has remained strong and intact. He apologized for what he should have apologized for. Don't scream at your daughter. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not how you communicate. Don't behave like an animal, right? He held her accountable. He apologized for the parts that he fucked up. Still held her accountable. Still remained firm. Loved her throughout the process. Held her hand as he helped her to take responsibility for her actions. Bravo. Okay, so I got this one from Am I Overreacting? I'll link it. So here's one. Am I overreacting? Here's another one. 2 hot takes. These are basically all like, am I the asshole like type. Am I the asshole is like the original Reddit thread where people would admit doing something that they've received criticism for or they feel guilt about. And they would ask, like they would explain the situation and say, am I the asshole? And so then you have all these other Reddit threads that are similar to that. They explain the situation and they ask for advice, basically. These are like advice columns. So it's pretty cool. Interesting. Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. So that was our story for the day. A little bit of a channel update. I have been loving my vlogs, guys. I hope that you guys are watching my vlogs. Please go watch my vlogs. If you like my content here and you want to see more of this, then definitely go watch the vlogs because I put a lot of work into them. I think they're really fun. And it's really what I want my future on YouTube to be about, these vlogs. And they've just been really fun to do. So my last vlog was a closet tour where I showcased my entire DIY closet, customizable closet. It's really unique. It's really fun. You've probably seen something like it, but not exactly like it, which is what makes the video kind of fun. So I really appreciate your comments, your likes on those videos, all the 9 yards. Even if you don't watch the videos, at least go like them all so that you can watch them later. But they've been really, really fun. And then at the end of the closet tour, I actually tried on a bunch of different outfits from my closet. So that was fun. So go watch my vlogs. I really appreciate them, the support and the comments and the likes and all that stuff. Um, they're fun. And a lot of people have said that my vlogs are very relaxing too. So I like that as well. I like that my vlogs are relaxing. It's a reprieve from the daily hustle and bustle. So I appreciate that people have gotten that sort of value from my videos. And yeah. I'm sorry, Kendra. Oh, thank you, Moon. Thank you, Daisy. Is it Daisy or Daisy? I want to think. I'm thinking it's Daisy, like a really cool way of saying Daisy, a cool way of spelling Daisy. Yeah, Kendra, like my videos are actually very relaxing. I'm gonna link one of them for you that you would probably really love. And it's the video where it's like a clean my kitchen with me video. I'll link it in the chat. Daisy. Daisy is such a cool name. I love that. So that's my clean my kitchen with me, and it's not a lot of talking. I think I don't talk for more than like 2 minutes in that video. Most of it is really just cleaning and relaxing music. So if you want to relax, watch that fucking video. Watch that video. The other videos are more, some of them are very relaxing. Some of them are like, what am I doing? Kind of like tutorials almost. You know, they're fun. Just check them out. I think that my vlogs will actually make you feel better. Unlike my previous videos when I was doing like skincare, drama, and content, I'm not really talking about drama or like serious issues. My vlogs are about my lifestyle, and not to brag, but my lifestyle is very comfortable. It is very like low key. It is very relaxing. I'm not a people pleaser. I used to be a people pleaser. Fuck that noise. So I take care of myself. I'm a man of leisure. I'm a man of luxury. And that helps me to sleep well at night. And so that translates in my vlogs. I'm just enjoying life in my vlogs. And I think sharing a piece of that with other people might give you a little bit of a reprieve from your daily struggles. Okay? So I was just cleaning my kitchen and like really luxuriating and cleaning the kitchen that day. So that's the video I linked there. I did a video where I traveled to Toledo, hung out with my family. That was a really relaxing one too. I did my morning routine, which was admittedly pretty boring because I don't have a very intense morning routine at all. I wake up at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like I that day I think it was like 10:30. Um, so like I don't have a very intense morning routine, so that one was very relaxing. So I didn't do shit. I did an Easter vlog. That was really fun. I went to the book loft. I went to a baby shower. So went to Walmart. You know, like really like random shit like that. I made cocktails. Um, oh, my revamping my personal style when I went to Bonobos. I went to Bonobos, which is a clothing store, and that was really fun. Um, yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry. I just went over all my vlogs. The next vlog I'm gonna do is gonna be not really a vlog, but more of like a matcha buying guide. I've been promising I was gonna do that matcha buying guide for a very long time. So it's coming out very soon. It's the very next video in queue. And then I'm either gonna film a meal prep video. 'Cause I meal prep and I have to meal prep for this upcoming week because this upcoming week is fucking psychotic. I'm gonna be so fucking busy. So I need to meal prep because really meal prepping, let's talk about meal prepping. Because meal prepping is like actually the best fucking thing ever. Meal prepping does so many things, and I'll talk about this in the vlog. Spoiler alert to the vlog. You won't have to watch the vlog because I'm about to tell you why I think meal prepping is so important. Meal prepping is important because number one, price control. Okay? price control. You're not spending money on food outside of the home, okay? You're not spending money on food that's delivered. You're tending to buy in bulk, or you're really intentional. So you're saving money from meal prepping. Number two, you're saving your health from meal prepping because you're actually portioning out your food and you're eating consistently, okay? So when you meal prep, I don't care if you're making like the most unhealthy food for meal prepping, you're still at least doing portion control, okay? You make a big pot of pasta and you portion that shit out for like 7 days. You end up eating a little bit less calories than what you typically might eat. So you're meal prep, you're saving your health. Number three, you're saving on fucking time, okay? You might spend 2 hours, maybe 3 maximum on a Sunday doing all your meal prepping, okay? But you have saved at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour every day for the next week. That's 7 hours versus, let's say, the maximum 3. Maybe the maximum time I've ever spent meal prepping is 3 hours. Not even close to that. I usually take about 2 hours to meal prep, like dinner. But let's say I spend 2 hours meal prepping. Well, now I've saved pretty much an hour every day from meal prepping. So an hour every day, 7 hours, 2 hours on Sunday meal prepping for the entire week. You have saved yourself 5 hours during the work week when you are busy, when you are stressed, when you are lacking in sleep, when you have errands to run, when you have food to consume. You've saved yourself time. And so meal prepping is an essential in my life for those 3 reasons, but especially for the convenience reason, because listen, when I'm busy during the work week, I don't want to think about thawing fucking fish out. I don't want to think about thawing meats out to cook or braise. I don't want to think about what do I want to eat. No, I don't have time for that. Right? So meal prepping, I'll be meal prepping. So I have a meal prep video coming out probably soon. I have that matcha buying guide coming out soon. And I'm also going to do another fashion-inspired vlog. I'm going to visit Ragorama, which is like a thrift store. It's not really a thrift store. I'll explain in the vlog. But it's like a consignment shop. And I want to try to sell some clothes there. So I've got those 3 videos that are coming up pretty soon. So we'll see what that's giving. That's channel update. Definitely down for the meal prep and the matcha guide. Yeah, they're gonna be good. The matcha guide's gonna be like 30 fucking minutes. It's probably gonna be at least 30 minutes. It's a true buying guide. I'm gonna give you the best matcha to buy for beginners, the best matcha to give to someone else, the best matcha for lattes, the best matcha for drinking with just water. I'm gonna give you the whole rundown on the best matchas to buy from my vantage point. I mean, I do recommend people get like the sampler pack of matcha, but if you don't want to get the sampler pack, you will want to just get a matcha that you are going to love, watch my buying guide. That's going to come up before any other video. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going because I've got another channel update that's really cool, really exciting. Look what I have. I have the Rode Wireless Pro microphones. I am so fucking excited to unbox these and to start using these. I don't know if you guys remember, but I recently got the iPhone 15. You guys know I don't upgrade my phones until every 6 years. So I had the iPhone 10. It was a piece of shit. And I was forced to upgrade. I don't upgrade. I'm like with cars and with cell phones. I do not upgrade my cars or my cell phones until they fucking die. That's just how I am, because I'm cheap like that when it comes to cars and when it comes to phones. I buy the newest, brand newest piece of shit I can get my hands on with the best technology, and then I use that shit until it dies. That's what I do. And I did that with my phone, the iPhone 10. Before the iPhone 10, I had the iPhone 4. So literally, it's like I'm on a 6-year rotation. So I plan to have this phone for the next 6 fucking years. It's 15. I'll be getting the iPhone 21. Okay? That's what I'm planning to do. Anyway, I got the iPhone 15, and because I film all of my content from my cell phone, this is on my cell phone, by the way, you guys. All my videos that you see are on my cell phone. So because the iPhone 15 is so different from the iPhone 10, I had to get a new microphone. I bought a microphone and it just did not work. I had to end up returning it, and it was a shit show because it wasn't compatible. It's not that the mic was like low quality, it just was incompatible with my phone. So I decided, okay, well, fuck it, chum. These wireless mics are like legit $400, okay? All the ASMR artists and all the content creators use these microphones. They're so good, they're high quality, okay? I love Rode, I stand Rode, love them to death. So I say, I don't have time to spend $400. So I've been using the internal microphone on the iPhone 15. I know it's not the best quality. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact because I've used external microphones that improve the quality tenfold, okay? But it's not the worst quality, okay? It's not, I wouldn't say it's unacceptable, okay? So I've been filming all of my vlogs with this cell phone with the internal microphone. Now, in the last video that I did, the closet tour, I discovered why these cell phone mics are shit. Because the minute you back up a couple feet away from the phone and the microphone, your audio turns to shit. So I watched that video back after I did all that recording, the closet tour, did all the recording, the audio shit. The audio is shit. I'm sorry, it's shit. It's a fun video, but it's shit. And I was not gonna re-record it because I'm like, chill, just put the content out. If it's bad, whatever. Work on your consistency, put the content out. So I did that. You can tell the difference between my latest vlog and the 5 fucking vlogs before it, okay? You can tell the audio quality is markedly different. It's lower quality, okay? So I said, after listening to that video, I said, oh my God, you've got to just bite the fucking bullet, put the shit on your credit card, and pay that shit off in the next couple months. Whatever, okay? So that's what I did. I got the Wireless Pro, which means that I'm going to be able to clip the microphone to a piece of article of my clothing. I have laugh mics, so it can like route up. I have a microphone that can travel with me, and no matter how far away I am from the camera, it is going to have the same consistent audio quality no matter what, because the microphone's with me. It's right fucking here, right? So I'm really looking forward to having consistently high quality audio on my YouTube channel and throughout all of my content. I'm very, very excited about that. Anyway, so those are the channel updates. That's what's coming soon. Go watch the vlogs. Hey, Andrew Got Walked. Thank you for being such a good sport tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hope you come back next Saturday. Oh my God, last update. I will not be going live next Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be going live because I'm going to be traveling back home for Mother's Day. I'm I'm traveling on a Saturday after a work shift. And so I'm not gonna get to Toledo until like 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna be tired. It's just gonna be a shit show. So I am preemptively canceling next Saturday's stream. It might be on Mother's Day, like Sunday night. It might be Sunday night that I do it, but it definitely will not be Saturday night. It's definitely not gonna be Saturday night. It might be Sunday night, but it's not gonna be Saturday night, okay? So just to get that out of the way. Okay, that's enough channel updates. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna unbox my headset, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for being here, everyone. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.